Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where it is my opinion or no opinion at all. Scottle, let's just make fabulous here, and I hope that you are feeling Percy. And today we are going to be continuing on the long conversation of what has really made me stop doing shop with me trips and what is going on with my relationship with Coach. Have I been blacklisted? Am I blacklisted? I honestly don't know, and as time progresses, it kind of points to a either localized blacklisting or just an outright blacklisting, and I have no idea. I think it's finally a good time to observe what happened and just why I don't feel welcome in their stores anymore, and why that is basically a huge reason to why I don't want to do shop with me's anymore. It just simply comes down to not feeling welcome and that release schedule struggle. But I think it's time that we dive into this topic. Now y'all know exactly what time it is. It is time to get Percy with a secondary rant video, kind of piggybacking off of one of my more recent videos, the one about why we're just not doing shop with me's anymore, why things have changed and how things have changed. And I didn't go into concrete details because if I did, we would have been sitting there for a little longer, or a lot longer. So I wanted to break it up into multiple different segments because there's kind of like this overarching problem, and I kind of want to leave off on this sort of mini-series, if you will, on my real thoughts on luxury itself. So I think to really continue the conversation, like if you haven't watched the video, I do highly recommend you watch it before continuing this, as I briefly touch on this subject where I don't feel welcome. I know we've kind of stopped doing other things with other brands, which again we're gonna have to get into. I'm still waiting for my refund from Tory Burch. Yes, Mama's not getting his bag, and I'm still waiting for a refund. So once that is all finished, then I think that's gonna be like the next part of this mini series. So I don't even know technically where to begin with this. Like, even when I sat down and tried to pre-plan to think for this, I was like, I don't know where to begin. I truly don't know where to begin because I just feel like it's been this really long, drawn out death of a relationship, and it's like, girl, y'all could have just came out and told me. You know what I mean? You guys could have just came out and told me you don't want me around, because I feel it. I feel the coldness. I feel the cold shoulder. You know what I mean? Like when I walk into your store and you don't say hi to me for 10 to 20 minutes. It's a little weird. That is a little weird considering the fact I have been at the same store for 3 years. So we all know I've been shopping at the same store, the Coach store, for 3 years now, maybe more. I don't recall the first day I stepped foot into that store, and I don't remember. But it's been a few years. I've been shopping and, doing the shop with me's and, doing all of that fun stuff totally for free, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? I was never really going to Coach for the sponsorships or anything, despite what people might think after a couple of my videos, but that is neither here nor there. I don't really care what those people think, because if I really wanted a sponsorship that bad, I would say everything is beautiful, great, and is perfect. And it's not. It's not. It's so far from the truth. And what's also far from being the truth is the friendship I thought I had with this particular store. And just so people aren't confused on which store I'm talking about, because, like, obviously, I don't know if I've been blacklisted or not. But we're going to discuss that after I get into everything. But so far, I feel fine with the Coach outlet store at Toronto Premium Outlets. That seems like a fine store still. I don't really have any problems there, at least for the most part. We already know if I've had any problems with them. But when it comes to Square One, I was treated for a fair amount of time as their little influencer. I was called their little influencer literally by the manager herself. And I remember at one point she did ask me to work for the brand. I said no. I'm like, I don't want to be told what to say. I don't want to say everything's perfect, especially if it's not. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to make money off of my audience. I'm not here to get a job from you. You know what I mean? This is not my goal. This is not my goal. And this does not align with who I am or what I would like to do. So no, thank you. I'll respectfully decline. And, after a while, some things start getting a little more stricter. Things start getting stricter with the friendship you have. And things start becoming a little weirder than ever before, really. It's really hard to explain without going into, like, complete specifics, which I think we should just do. I think we should just do that, shouldn't we? We should just get right into the nitty gritty. We all know what happened with the Brooklyn. I was literally left on red multiple times. I literally begged and pleaded with the store manager to help me out with that. And I think that was like the first time where I was like, I've noticed something's going off lately. Like for the last few months, actually. Something's been off. I haven't been outright combative about it, but I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, and that starts off with not being invited anymore, restrictions, being told no to almost literally anything besides like the bare minimum, which beforehand they were willing to kind of like go a little farther than what they are now. And I find that really bizarre, especially when you do build up a so-called friendship. Like, when you're building up a friendship with a client, you don't just, like, retract what's going on. You don't just, like, draw back. Because then that just sets a very weird precedent. That makes me feel really weird. That makes me feel kind of singled out in a sense. Or, like, something's going on. Something's being said about me behind my back. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. You guys aren't talking to me. And that's exactly what was happening with the Brooklyn shoulder bag. I wasn't being talked to. There was no communication. There was a lot of lying to me. There was a lot of just bizarre things happening. And I'm like, why can't I get a straight answer from you? Why was it 1 minute we can special order for you the studs needed to complete your Brooklyn bag? Guys, we've been through it. You know what I mean? And what really sealed the deal for me, after being left on red by the manager herself, mind you, about the Brooklyn, she left me on red multiple times. Neither here nor there, I guess. It doesn't really... Girl, talk about a damn cold shoulder. Let me just say that, like that itself was like, okay, I guess you're done with me? You picked up somebody else to do your bidding for you, and now you're done with me. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. I'm not gonna outright burn all my bridges, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna try. And literally, I went to go try and order the Tabby 26 Lunar New Year edition with the snake buckle and all that really cool stuff. And literally after spending 4 to 5 hours, maybe 3 to 4, I can't remember exactly, we spent a lot of time, a lot of effort trying to order this bag. And no matter what, no matter trying to buy it through the American website, the Canadian website, trying to get the Canadian website to order it to an American address. Absolutely nothing worked. VPN didn't work. Nothing worked. And so as a last-ditch effort, I text the one number I finally got from my SA, because mind you, a little refresher, if you don't remember from the Brooklyn bag debacle, the store manager actually told me to my face that she was no longer allowed to message customers, or something something very, very bizarre. And that's like a first time I've ever heard that. Considering what you see the brand doing right now, that is very bizarre, especially to tell your influencer, okay, girl, I see you. I finally had a number to somebody in the store. I won't say who, but they replied to me, within 24 hours. They replied, said, sorry, I just wanted to make sure we could do it, blah, 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 blah. We can do it. We'll send you a payment link. And I text that person 2 separate times. I said, hey, awesome, sounds great to me. And then the second message was, just in case you cannot find my email, this is my email. 5:30 rolls by, or 6 o'clock, whatever time I texted the essay again, a third time, mind you. I was like, so did you guys send me the payment link? I still haven't received anything. I don't see anything here yet. And that was sent 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? What? It was January 7th. And as of uploading this video, it's probably going to be like the 20th or like the 22nd. So, I was very frustrated by that. I didn't really expect to be ignored outright. So, I'm like, I'm not like manically going through my phone and stuff, but I'm very upset. And I'm like kind of going through my, who follows me on Instagram. And I clicked on the store manager, and I had noticed that she actually unfollowed me. The store manager herself unfollowed me off of all social media, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's gotten really weird. Not only were you ignoring me outright, multiple times, you don't even say hi to me when I'm in your store anymore. The last 3 times I went into the store, she never said hi to me. So, okay, that makes more sense now. That makes more sense. You unfollowed me God knows how long ago. I don't know when. That is really shady of you. That is weird. Especially when I thought, we had built up some sort of, friendship with, I'm confused. You know what I mean? So I was, really upset. I was like, okay, whatever. Unfollow. Just start going through everybody else. Unfollow. I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is too much for me. This is high school. This is high school drama. And I should have gotten the warning far ahead of time. I should have gotten that warning far long ago. And there was a couple instances. One that pops out to me the most particularly, where I should have just walked out that store and never come back. Never come back, because if I knew putting so much mental and emotional time into something would lead to me feeling so crappy, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just walked away in that moment and just rinsed my hands of the so-called friendship with this store and just stuck to something else, or just would have just stopped doing. I probably wouldn't have gotten into Shop With Me trips nearly as much if I didn't build up specific relationships with specific brands and specific stores. So I kind of came to you guys on my last few live streams, and I'm telling you guys about this stuff, and people were actually bringing up the fact that I might have been blacklisted. And I don't know how to feel about that. I think that's kind of screwed up. I didn't really do anything. I'm confused. So you guys, after all of that, after all of the shenanigans, and more, mind you, there was more shenanigans, we got the bag. But, I think I'm gonna save the rest of this story for when we do the bag unboxing, because The plot thickens. The plot thickens. If you think it stops here, it does not. It does not. I actually had somebody reach out to me and say, hey, I noticed that Square One has a whole bunch. People are posting about it. I'm still being ignored by Coach. I'm being ignored by them. You built up a friendship with me. Retracted a lot of it. And now I'm being basically disciplined for trying to continue that? Like, I don't understand. I'm actually kind of confused. I'm not even kind of. I'm like downright like disturbed. I just don't understand, you guys. I really don't understand, and I don't feel welcome. I have not stepped foot into any of the stores for anything since this has all happened. I don't really want to, honestly. Like, I really don't want to. I don't feel like I made any actual friends with these people. I feel like they all kind of used me, and then the moment that they did not need me anymore, they quite literally disposed of me. The most courteous thing you could do is reach out to me and say, hey, we can't get you that bag. Told you you could, we couldn't, sorry. Oh, okay, I'm disappointed, that's okay. Thanks anyway. So I've been left on red multiple times now, not only by the store manager, but store employees, and I'm done. If you don't want my money, if you don't want my time, if you don't want my effort, you can just come out and say so. But what I'm going to come out and show you is my outfit of the day and Kittylicious moment of the day. But if you'd like to help me with that pesky YouTube, go rhythm. Make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends and family, subscribe if you are new, ring the bell to be notified of all my future uploads, and if you'd like to support me and the channel directly, you can always send me a very generous super thanks donation, or join my YouTube memberships via the Fabulites. I love you all to the absolute moon and back, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
People in the room, and 99, don't believe in you. There can be 100 people in the room, and 99, don't. 100 people, and there can be in one room. You know, there can be 100 people in the room, and 99.
I think it was good.
I'm done. No, show's over. Show's over.
See you next Taco Tuesday, bitch.